So I'm at the University of Potsdam in the Institute of Earth and Environmental Science. And my role in the MAGIC project is really looking at the vegetation and also the eco-hydrologic conditions, and especially the linkage of the monsoonal system. And one of the questions as I started this project was that there was not a good understanding of how vegetation changes over time with regards of climatic changes. I'm usually working on stratigraphy, so like sedimentary sequences that are deposited over time. In it, there are compounds, chemical compounds also deposited at the time, and these can give us clues about the paleoenvironmental conditions during deposition of the sediment. We have, for the first time, the opportunity in the Jining Basin to collect a continuous record from almost the Cretaceous into the Miocene. One of the results we already obtained was through the Eocene-Oligocene transition, and there we see a large shift that's probably related just by the drop in temperature and not in moisture. So far there hasn't been any evidence of what the vegetation is doing on the Earth's surface during this kind of rapid drop in temperature. And this section really can be used later by other researchers as part of a reference point of the climatic conditions in Central Asia. So with the ongoing climate change, it is not really well known how fast the vegetation is changing under a changing climate. So we need to go back in these very old records to understand how the climate was changing under these CO2 conditions. Within the MAGIC group, I interact actually with quite a few people. There are so many different nationalities within the project. Through European funding, without their work, I couldn't apply these proxies I'm using, so I'm very grateful. The nice thing is that the pollen data and the lipid biomarker data is actually both reconstructing the paleoenvironmental conditions at the time. So you can see if both signals match each other or not. So that is very nice and has not been really done until this point. I interacted with the climate modelers, especially with Delphine Tarif. We realized there's a lot of overlap and also that she needs my data in terms to validate her models.